See, there are so many of us right now who are trying to reinvent recipes that God established a long, long time ago. So many of us who are trying to reinvent recipes for love, for happiness, for meaning. You know, love is this amazing thing, but we've discarded the recipe. We tore it up and we threw it away, and now we're playing around with ingredients, and we're trying to find all different ways to make it, and it never tastes quite right. So we just keep trying. You just keep changing things, trying to change up these ingredients, trying to find the original taste that you cannot find because you gave up on the chef who invented the dish to begin with. You're never going to find it apart from him. You know, we have new recipes for happiness because we know some of the ingredients of what makes us happiest, but we keep stirring and stirring and stirring, and without realizing that the only way to create great happiness is when you stop trying to create it for yourself and you create it for someone else, the way that Jesus did for us. That's the only way to make real happiness. It's the only way to find it. You know, we have these recipes for meaning where we're trying to create meaning in and of ourselves to create our own significance. And they are a cheap knockoff. It's not the real thing. It's not authentic. And when you taste it, you know it. Because it is not the full flavor of all that God has designed you for. Your function, your purpose, your telos, your meaning, your significance is all built into how he has created you, and you can't find it apart from him. You know, we have recipes for creating our own freedom. And they sound good, like bacon ice cream. You know, it's like, I'm just going to do whatever I want as long as nobody gets hurt. It sounds really good, but it's not the right recipe. Because the real freedom that you were created for, the only way that you're really going to experience freedom in your life is not freedom to do whatever you want. It's freedom to become who God has created you to be. That is freedom. And see, Jesus, he is the one in whom all of these essential and beautiful and authentic ingredients and recipes are found. All that it is to be human. He is the source of all true wisdom and knowledge that we need for our own perfection. He is the one who holds all of this wisdom and the knowledge that we're searching for everywhere, and he is the one who holds it because see, he is not just a good idea. Right? Jesus is not just another worldview. He's not just a philosophy. He's not just a wisdom. Right? He's not just something that we thought up at some point. He is a person, and you can know him, and that makes all the difference. See, he's not just an idea that you go, well, do I like Jesus, this idea or this idea over here? I mean, I'm kind of weighing them. No, Jesus is a person. He lived and he breathed. He either is or he isn't who he said he was. And over 2,000 years ago, he walked into this world, fully God, fully man, and he lives among us, and people knew him, and they talked with him, and they ate with him, and sang songs, and laughed, and cried, and all of it. He is a real person, and what I want you to understand, if you're listening to all of this, and you hear wisdom and knowledge too many times, and you think, I just need to know about Jesus, you can know about a whole lot of things. You need to know him. He is the person who can change your life. You want to just change your life in some superficial way? Hey, go read a self-help book. Knock yourself out. You can change your life. It's easy to change your life if you do that. You want to be changed for who you are, the essence of who you are, who you were created to be. Then you have to know the person of Jesus. He is a real, you can know him, you can talk to him, you can hear from him. He is here with us right now. So he is the person. And can I tell you, he came 2,000 years ago, and he lived among us, and then he looked into the future. He saw right then all of us. He saw you, and he said, I am willing to suffer. I am willing to endure this affliction, to endure this pain, because I'm going to put your happiness ahead of my own. And he said, I'm going to lay down my life for you. An idea cannot die for you. A worldview cannot die for you. Your philosophy cannot die for you. And Jesus said, I'm going to die for you. You're broken. You need help. I'm right here for you. All the brokenness, all the mess from all those wrong ideas you believed from so long, all the mess you've made of your life, Jesus said, I'm going to die for all of it. I will clean it all up. I'm going to make you whole, and I'm going to call you into a new life, all that you were created to be. He's not just a good idea. He's not just something we study. He is a person to know, and you can know him. If you're here this morning and you don't know Jesus like that, as the person who loves you, the person whose door is open, he's just waiting for you to invite him in. If you don't know Jesus like that, I just want to encourage you that Jesus, he already knows you better than you know yourself. You're not hiding anything from him, but he loves you still. All those things you wish weren't true about you, he knows them, and he loves you anyway. He gave his life for you. And if you want to walk into this relationship with him, then you can do it right now. If you want to know him like that and begin to experience the fullness of life that he offers and to begin to experience who you've always been, but got broken and tarnished along the way, he wants to restore you. And you can do that just by giving your life to him.